Día de los Doritos.
5, 4, 3,
1.
Paulie here, back on the Latino Slant. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Like this video, share it, tell the gente that we are here to stay, the Latino Slant, and consider becoming a member of this fine channel. All right, on today's edition of the Pop Cultura Smash, where we take on pop culture fallacies and mamadas. Oh boy, we have a doozy. Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, a sacred pre-Columbian holiday celebrated for thousands of years, is now a Doritos commercial. Ha. Ah. Now, before I get to that, little take on Day of the Dead, which I hold so sacred that seemingly all year, not one day, I celebrate it with an altar here in the Slantino studios. It's a holiday where you can, in fact, make a simple offering on a makeshift altar in your house, in your home, to a past loved one. You light a candle. You put on some. You get some marigolds, maybe some pan dulce, and you put it there, and you talk to a past loved one who you were really close, or someone that you recently lost. That is Dia de los Muertos in its most simplistic form. On other levels, it's a huge, colorful celebration from towns and pueblos to cultural centers, but also too, you see families, musicians, artists, people of all walks go to cemeteries and make these grand offerings and communicating with their past loved ones. It is indeed one of the most beautiful holidays and one of my favorites. It's also confused with Halloween. No, we do not celebrate the macabre on Day of the Dead. Now, onto this situation with Doritos. Because now this has become a US holiday. Day of the Dead is now a holiday where you can make a buck. I am a capitalist, but I hold this tradition and this holiday sacred. So, when you see companies such as Disney trying to trademark this holiday, to baseball teams giving away bobbleheads of calaveras, of skeleton heads at huge stadiums across the country, Day of the Dead is indeed a U.S. Latino and a U.S. phenomenon now. Now, there was some controversy recently of a depiction of a Latino family in a Doritos commercial. Now, this family, they go to the cemetery that we talked about and offering up to the past loved one, in this case, an uncle. Now, his spirit shows up and they say hello to the eldest, who is, I believe, the grandmother, the matriarch of the family. And another person appears, another spirit, who it's revealed is the lover or the partner of this uncle. And what is seemingly not coming out of the closet, but coming out of the tombstone moment for these two spirits, forever bonded together for their love of each other in the afterlife. Okay, I am not here to depict or criticize this particular scenario. What I am going to criticize is the souveniristic depiction and miscelebration and just far too often stereotypical take that these companies have. From Doritos to tires to you name it. And yes, they are making a buck. So That's my problem. Maybe not so much the depiction, but what does it have to do with a tortilla chip? Now, don't take my words for it only. In a recent post, famed writer, Chicano writer, historian, and community leader Tomas Benitez posts, and I love this. Dia de los Muertos is a hybrid of a hybrid, an evolution of the mestizo culture, first practiced in Mexico and reborn in the United States. Thanks to Chicano artists from San Francisco and Los Angeles, yes, it has been confused with Halloween, and now it's used to sell tires and other commercial bullshit. But at the heart of it is a sacred and joyful recognition of the continuum of life and death, practiced in Latino community, cultural centers, and other institutions who adhere to its genuine roots. I credit the Smithsonian for giving it a shot, and others locally. We welcome your participation and appreciate your effort. Just keep it real. And yes, that is also changing. Culture is not static. Every year, there are new nuances. Viva Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, from Tomas Benitez. Well said, sir. Well said. And the hot take here on Dia de los Muertos becoming somehow Dia de los Doritos, lo que sea. Here is the hot take. Hollywood, keep your hands off my ancestors.
5, 4,
3,
2,
1.
I doubt that you're ready.